Since 2014, Five Nights at Freddy's has become a massive multimedia franchise with books, movies, and a whole bunch of merchandise. Well, a small aspect of Five Nights at Freddy's that not a lot of people talk about is the attractions based off of Five Nights at Freddy's. Over the last 10 years that this franchise has been around, there has been plenty of attractions based off of Five Nights at Freddy's. So today, I want to go through every single attraction based off of Five Nights at Freddy's. We're going to go over specifically the first game because that's the only one that really gets attractions, except for that one random security breach one. So let's get right into it.
Like and subscribe, please. Thank you.
In 2016, we got the first ever Five Nights at Freddy's attraction called Five Nights at Freddy's The Fright Dome. This was a walkthrough horror attraction located in the Adventure Dome. This ran from September 30th, 2016 till October 31st, 2016. The summary goes, Fright Dome owner Jason Egan has teamed up with the creator of one of the most popular horror game franchises, Five Nights at Freddy's, to bring it to life this year. The infamous Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is closed for the night so guests can tour the unexpected eatery, but beware. Characters like Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy have a tendency to wander the hallways and stalk visitors. Hopefully you'll make it out before the morning. This walkthrough attraction takes you through many iconic locations in the first Five Nights at Freddy's game, while trying not to get jump scared by Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. As the first ever Five Nights at Freddy's horror attraction, it was pretty good. I'm saying it right now. I never got to experience it, so I'm just going exclusively off of photos and videos of the attraction. It looks really cool. The costumes look great, though not perfect. They still look pretty fucking cool. And you could tell the people who worked on this attraction put a lot of effort into making it look as accurate to the game as possible, and it just looks great. I think it looks really cool. I don't know what else I could really say about it. And the only ever piece of merchandise we got from Five Nights at Freddy's The Fright Dome was this Foxy and Freddy t-shirt, which honestly looks kind of like shit. It does not look good at all. And even though there was talks of this attraction opening in 2017, due to some management changes, this attraction never reopened. But staying in 2016, did you know that you could buy a Five Nights at Freddy's ride? Five Nights at Freddy's The Ride is a dark ride by Sally Corporation. It started development around November 2016, and the summary is, we are a group of six security guards in charge of patrolling the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza restaurant. During our shift, we find that we are being stalked by a number of deadly animatronics roaming the building. Our mission is to defend ourselves against the animatronics and try to stay alive until 6 a.m. in the morning. Our only weapons are our flashlights, which scare the robots away, and buttons on the dashboard of the ride vehicle that gives us the ability to shut doors. We are always made aware of the risks of either running low on battery power in our flashlights and having to conserve power so we can operate the doors. Sometimes your team survives till morning, sometimes they get you. This is literally like playing a Five Nights at Freddy's game in real life. Now, unfortunately, this ride does not exist as an actual place you can visit. All we really have from this attraction even existing is, well, Sally Corporation announcing it exists, a whole bunch of concept art, as well as them announcing that they have this partnership at IAAPA 2016. We do know they still have the license for Five Nights at Freddy's because a few years ago they did show off this Foxy statue that was made for the ride, which obviously that is the Funko action figure, just supersized. Even though it sucks that this ride was never built, there still is a possibility that this ride could someday be built, especially with how popular Five Nights at Freddy's is now compared to what it was in 2016. I could totally see, after the success of the movie, someone wanting to buy the Five Nights at Freddy's attraction from Sally Corporation. All I'm saying is, guys, we gotta let Six Flags know we want this. Everyone go bug Six Flags right now. Go email them saying, hey, we want a Five Nights at Freddy's ride by Sally Corporation. They have like a kajillion theme parks. They could throw a Five Nights at Freddy's ride in one of them. Now let's go to 2023 on the other side of the world to Saudi Arabia, where we have this. This is an officially licensed Five Nights at Freddy's attraction. This attraction was located in Boulevard City in I'm sorry, I know I'm butchering that terribly. Riyadh, and operated between October 29th, 2023 and March 9th, 2024. The summary goes, now, fans of the famous Five Nights at Freddy's video game can live the game's experience in reality through a horror maze that simulates the story of the game, where they must escape by themselves to get out of it safely before Freddy and his friends get them. And this attraction was organized by this corporation right here. I'm not gonna keep trying to butcher this because I have no idea how to say it. And looking at the attraction, kind of crazy to even say that this is officially licensed. Why the fuck is Monty here? Because the quality's just all over the place. I love how this is our first ever Five Nights at Freddy's attraction to have animatronics, and they look like this. The Fright Dome costumes from 2016 look way more accurate than these ever will. These look so weird. And also, look at this fucking image. What the fuck am I looking at? One positive I can say is that the set designs for each of the areas in the attraction look pretty decent. It's just the costumes that look way too off for me. Another thing thing I have to mention is this front facade, which looks really fucking cool and also extremely stupid. But for the following year, they did have a Five Nights at Freddy's security breach attraction, which I will say does look better than the 2023 Five Nights at Freddy's attraction. It's still got its issues, but I will say I think this one does a better job capturing the look of the animatronics compared to what they looked like in 2023. And lastly, we have to talk about it, Halloween Horror Nights. That's right, Five Nights at Freddy's is in Halloween Horror Nights, which is probably like the biggest of the biggest in terms of Halloween events. Like, you cannot top Halloween Horror Nights. The summary of this attraction goes, Freddy and the gang are dying to meet you. You wouldn't last one night at Freddy's, let alone 5. You're about to be haunted by deadly animatronics, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, as you flee through creepy, abandoned hallways. This attraction takes you through many of the iconic locations in the first Five Nights at Freddy's movie, all the while you're being attacked by Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, and the yellow rabbit. And also, this is the first attraction on this list, and probably the first attraction ever to say that they have actual animatronics inside the attraction. As soon as you walk in, you see life-size Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica animatronics performing on stage. That is a sentence I never thought I would say, and that reason alone is the reason why I actually flew down to Halloween Horror Nights Orlando to experience the Five Nights at Freddy's Halloween Horror Nights attraction, and it's fucking peak. It was so fucking cool. But other than Orlando, Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood also has the Five Nights at Freddy's house, but there are some slight differences between the Orlando house and the Hollywood house. The Hollywood house only has the Freddy animatronic and not Bonnie or Chica. They did come out and say this was due to budgetary reasons, but still kind of sucks you don't have all 3. And there's one random thing. In the Orlando house, you do see the ghosts of the MCI kids, and in Orlando, they just have black paint to represent the crying eyes that you see in the movie. But in Hollywood, they have like full-blown masks, and it looks 10 times better. I don't get why they didn't do that with Orlando. And as someone who's got to experience the Five Nights at Freddy's house in Orlando, wasn't scary. It wasn't scary at all, but it was really cool. Being able to see life-size Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica animatronics and puppets trying to get you is the coolest thing ever. Like, that's something I never thought I would be able to experience. And for merchandise for Halloween Horror Nights, where do I even begin? There's so much merchandise, a variety of different shirts, there's blankets, there's random different accessories. Like, there's just a lot there. There's also official Freddy Fazbear's Pizza food you could buy at the parks, which, I did try. So for Orlando, they did retheme one of their pizza places to be Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Lamest fucking retheme ever. They had an exclusive pizza there. I'm not even joking when I tell you this was the real pizza. They had spaghetti pizza. It's about as gross as it sounds. And the worst part is that my pizza was cold. I had cold spaghetti pizza. I'm getting sick just thinking about it. It was so gross. I did have their themed cupcake, and that was very good and also very big and very expensive, which is a very common thing with Universal. They make Disney look cheap. But anyway, I did get a few pieces of merchandise from Halloween Horror Nights this year. First off, I got this shirt, which is really, really cool. I really like it. I'm not wearing it right now, but pretend I am wearing it. It's really cool. And another thing, which I have to go grab right now because I have it over here. I got this little Freddy Fazbear collectible figurine. This was the thing I really wanted to get at Halloween Horror Nights, so I'm so glad I'm able to get him because he's cool. This is probably one of the coolest Five Nights at Freddy's things I own, and I own a lot of cool shit. And I'm really glad I got him, even though I feel like he was a little bit too expensive. I think he was 20 bucks or 25 bucks. Maybe a little bit too expensive, but totally worth it. I think he's really cool. Right there, right in the center. Can't even see it, but it's in the center. I hope in the future we see more Five Nights at Freddy's attractions. I really want to see a Halloween Horror Nights house based off of Five Nights at Freddy's 2, because I want to see a real life toy Chica. You know how it is. I hate that I just did that. I don't know why I'm saying that. I own a fucking Roxanne Wolf body pillow. What am I talking about? Guys, I really want to get rid of this. I really want to get rid of this so bad. But I hope we see more Five Nights at Freddy's themed attractions in the future. And honestly, guys, I really want to see a Five Nights at Freddy's ride. We need to beg Six Flags to put in a Five Nights at Freddy's attraction, okay? We need to do that. Constantly email them telling them we want to see a Five Nights at Freddy's ride. Please, please, I want to see a Five Nights at Freddy's ride. Universal, make a Five Nights at Freddy's ride. You got like 2 fucking stinkers in Universal Studios Florida. No one rides the Jimmy Fallon ride, and no one cares about the Fast and Furious ride. They both suck ass. Take them out, replace them with Five Nights at Freddy's. Please, Universal, please.